Next. Now, when I was trying to figure out what to say today, I thought back to all the groundbreakings and the grand openings for all the previous capital campaign projects that we had in the past. And it was easy to talk about the conservation and the education messaging and the quality of life improvements that our orangutan and Komodo dragon experiences have brought to the zoo. It was also not hard to come up with things to say about the benefits of the Neely Education and Event Center and the new entry oasis, the beautiful new entry oasis. So as I was gathering my thoughts about today, it quickly occurred to me that one of the most important things about the Doornbos Volunteer and Administrative Center is one of the most important reasons for the success of the Phoenix Zoo, and that's our volunteers. So I want to start by thanking Ed and Tom, and as you all know, Ed is not feeling well today and couldn't be here, but they volunteered to co-chair this campaign, and they persevered to the end, and as Tom mentioned earlier, the result is $22.5 million worth of upgrades to the zoo and benefit to this community. And by the way, it was supposed to be a 2.5-year commitment, but it ended up being 5 years, and that's beside the point. We're delighted for Tom and Ed. And seriously, we really couldn't have completed the campaign without their volunteerism. In fact, we probably wouldn't have been able to even start this campaign without that type of volunteerism. And it was also the direction of our committed volunteer board of trustees that staff implemented this plan or this vision for this world-class institution, this world-class zoo that we're trying to build. You know, our board really cares about our community. It cares about making the zoo one of the finest cultural institutions in the valley. And thanks to all these volunteers, we're here today to celebrate the groundbreaking for the Doornbos Volunteer and Administrative Center and the completion of the fundraising for phase 1 of our capital campaign, the World-Class Zoo for a World-Class City capital campaign. You know, our volunteers work in almost every facet of the zoo, and they're often the unsung heroes here at the zoo. They're here day after day, enabling us to reach out to school groups. They're planting flowers, helping staff work with the animals, conducting our puppet shows, pointing out the closest restroom, and if depending on where you're at in the zoo, that can be really hard to do. We need more restrooms. They really help us with the nuts and bolts of our daily operations. And they do it without any expectation of pay, recognition, or any accolades. And I think they do it because they love this place and they love our community. And that's why we deliberately named this facility the Doornbos Volunteer and Administrative Center, not the Doornbos Administrative and Volunteer Center. And that's really a big difference. We value our volunteers and we want to recognize the importance of everything that they do for us, and we're incredibly grateful for all their hard work, and we're just very proud today to be breaking ground on a building that will finally give them the dedicated space in a manner befitting of all their efforts. So I would like to ask anyone here who's a volunteer at the zoo to please stand and be recognized. Probably be all of you. Thank you all for your volunteer service. We're very grateful. And finally, I can't tell you how excited we are about the possibilities this building will bring for all of us. Having our volunteers housed in the same complex as our administrative staff and our good friends from the Park and Rec Department at the department or the city of Phoenix is really incredibly huge. It's going to allow us to have stronger collaborations together so that we're going to, build this world-class institution. But also, we're going to work together to promote Papago Park as a vital cultural and recreational destination that not only citizens from the valley or from Phoenix will come and visit, but for all those that come here to the Valley of the Sun to visit, we'll have a great time. So thank you all very much. I think what we're going to do now is do a picture photo, excuse me, getting over a cold, sorry. And then we're going to head over to the Neely Center for some music and some food and I think drinks, right? So thank you all. Appreciate it.